It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for being here. It is still August. We're on the 19th in this Women's Month. We highlight women in sport in particular, and we connect with the Blue Fencing coach and some remarkable girls from Blues Fencing. Now, one of Africa's leading clubs is here on our couch, and I can't wait to talk exactly about what it takes to be champions.
Absolutely. We're going to be exploring how these athletes are making their mark in a sport that demands precision, agility, and passion. And joining us this morning, Coach Alexandra Lancaster and fencers Gemma Bellini, Zoe Snyders and Scarlett Swichelaar join us in studio. Ladies, thank you very much and welcome to the Expresso couch.
Thank you.
Lovely. I love it. The whole attire, the medals, everything is here. It's fantastic. Gemma, I want to start with you. 13 years old and you already competed internationally. From such a young age, you're carrying that flag. It's a lot to handle, isn't it? How does it feel stepping out on that platform and representing your country?
Feels crazy. Like I never ever would have expected this to happen. Like it's been like a really, really long dream, and it takes a lot of hard work. And I think that Blues prepares me very, very nicely for all the tournaments.
How long have you been fencing?
About 2-3 years.
Wow.
Really? So
Yeah.
you really upped in the ranks quite quickly. So there's a definite skill there for you.
Maybe.
What is it about fencing that you fell in love with?
I think everything about the sport, like the people, everybody is just very, very kind and welcoming.
Oh, that does help. I get that. When you have an environment that supports you, it kind of creates the space for you to flourish.
Yeah.
And congratulations, guys. I mean, Zoe, if I can talk to you about the fact that you've been representing SA nationally and also locally, and I wonder what it takes to be at the level of competing that you do, right? When it comes to your consistency across so many different years that you've been doing this, what do you owe to your success in the space?
I don't know. I can just say that I'm thankful for being here, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lost of words.
No, that's okay.
But yeah, it took me very long to get to this stage.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work. And even though there was failures along the way, I did improve.
I love that. Well, talk to me about the failures a little bit, because I think that it's so easy, younger or older, that when you get knocked down, you kind of want to give up. But yet you still showed up every single time. So what was that? Is it your family? Is it something within you that you believe in yourself?
It's more of when you have the people around you that is always there to support you. They don't necessarily have to be family, or they can just be people outside of your life that support you through maybe text message or Instagram or whatever. That just necessarily talk to you and encourage you to do your best, even when you feel like you want to give up.
But at the end of the day, it takes you as well stepping up to that plate and pushing through and persevering with what's in front of you, which I think you did spectacularly. So well done. You're here on the couch, and that's why we're talking to you. Scarlett, let's come to you very quickly. Achieved gold at the under-15 SA national champs and silver in under-17, if I'm correct. And this was your first competition.
Yeah.
So I mean, you walked in there and you walked out with a bang, for sure. How was that experience for you?
It was a really amazing experience. Yeah. I never thought I was going to achieve something like that because, it's my first competition. I'm still quite newish to the sport. So, yeah, it was a really amazing experience and I learned a lot from it as well. But, yeah, it was really good.
Absolutely. How was the nerves stepping in? I mean, this is your first comp and all of a sudden you're on this floor and you are performing.
Yeah, I was really nervous. Yeah, I was super nervous. But it was really nice because my mom and, my friends, my new friends that I've made as well, they were really encouraging. So, even though I was super duper nervous, I just breathed and remembered to have a positive mind. But yeah, it was good though. Yeah.
I love
Fantastic.
that.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
It reminds me of a quote actually that I always keep with myself, be scared but do it anyway, because this is what happens when you do. And I love that you've all spoken to community. And Coach, if I can touch on that as well, and also your experience of training the girls and also being a competitor yourself and being in the space. I mean, how do you handle those two roles and get to where you are now?
Yeah, so it's difficult because especially on competition day, you're there in multiple capacities and you have to be there for the younger age groups that you're coaching, and you have to be there to support them and as a peace coach, but then you also have to be there to fence as well. So it's difficult to manage because it becomes a very long day and you have to sort of juggle many things, but it's very rewarding because as a competitor, you're very focused on your event And to a certain extent, like, you just sort of trust the process. Like, your coach knows what they're doing. You just trust that they're teaching you what you need to know, and then you show up and you do your best.
Yeah.
And then as a coach, you start looking at it from a different angle, because then you're the one that you have all these young fencers. They're just like, yeah, sure, you know what you're doing. I'm just going to do what you say. And then you're like, oh, okay.
The buck stops with me.
Yeah, so it gives a different perspective, especially to the high performance, because you can teach a beginner the basic skills, and then once those are down, you then have to start looking at, okay, I know they can do this, but now we have to make them able to do it in a way where they can do it consistently and at a very high level and with an enormous amount of pressure. Yeah, and also as a fencer, you're focused on the fencing, and then as a coach, you start to look at the community and the opportunities to sort of bring fencing into the wider community and into communities where they've never heard of fencing and it wouldn't be an opportunity normally. And you get fantastic people and you get fantastic fencers out of these communities. And it's just really exciting watching the sport grow.
And it's an incredible sport. It's about skill, determination, I mean, fitness, all in one. It is fantastic, and you can have a bit of a taste of it.
Oh, Lord,
Just now,
listen.
any advice for her? What is the basic, the number one rule when you fence?
Hit them before they hit you.
You got that?
I can do that. I can do that rule. Anything else I don't know. Agility, athleticism I may not have, but I can do that for you, Coach. We're really excited to have you
Thank
ladies
you.
here, and thank you for even being willing to take me through the reins. We'll see you in a bit when we do that.